My beloved, do you feel it? The air is thick with urgency, as if time itself is holding its breath. God says, there are only moments left, 30 seconds in the Spirit, before a verdict is sealed over your life. This is not a distant warning, it is a sacred invitation. You stand at the threshold between panic and peace, between the chaos that has tried to consume you and the covering I am offering you now. You have just learned how quickly things can shift, how a single moment can change the course of your story. Now, I am calling you to step out of the whirlwind of fear and into the shelter of my presence. You may feel the weight of decisions, the pressure of deadlines, the echo of voices telling you it's too late. But I say, it is not too late for you. Even as the world rushes to close your case, I am opening a new window, a divine pause, where my mercy and justice meet. This is your moment to move from the grip of anxiety into the arms of assurance. The stakes are not abstract, they are deeply personal. I see the battles you have fought in silence, the tears you have cried behind closed doors, the prayers you have whispered when no one else was listening. I have heard every word, and I am closer than your next breath. Right now, I invite you to speak this aloud. I step out of panic and into peace. Let these words become your anchor as the winds of uncertainty swirl around you. My child, do not let the noise of fear drown out the whisper of my promise. The enemy would have you believe that the verdict is final, that your story is over, but I am the God who reopens closed cases and rewrites destinies. In this sacred window, I am shifting the atmosphere from chaos to calm, from dread to hope. Hold this moment close. Let your heart be still, for I am working in ways you cannot yet see. As you breathe in my peace, know that the next step is already being prepared for you. Stay with me, for what comes next will reveal just how personal my love for you truly is. You have just stepped out of the whirlwind, my beloved, and now I draw you even closer. God says, you are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are my chosen. In a world that so often makes you feel invisible, I want you to know that you are seen, fully, deeply, and without condition. Every moment you have spent wondering if your prayers reached my heart, every night you have lain awake questioning your worth, I have been right there beside you, holding you in the shelter of my love. The enemy has tried to convince you that you are alone, that your struggles are yours to bear in silence, but I declare over you now, you are fiercely protected, even in the moments when you feel most isolated. I see the silent battles you fight in your workplace, the times you have given your all and still felt unseen or unappreciated. I see the burdens you carry in your relationships, the longing for understanding, the ache for reconciliation, the hope for true connection. I see the financial pressures that weigh on your mind, the uncertainty about tomorrow, the fear that you will not have enough. My child, none of this is hidden from me. I have counted every tear, and I have stored every hope you dared to whisper. You are not just another face in the crowd, you are my beloved, set apart for a purpose that cannot be stolen or erased. There is a reason you have felt the sting of isolation. The world may not understand the depth of your calling, and those around you may not always recognize the light I have placed within you. But I have chosen you for such a time as this, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. You have endured seasons of loneliness, but I am turning your isolation into a place of divine protection. Where others have walked away, I have drawn nearer. Where doors have closed, I am preparing new pathways. Where you have felt exposed and vulnerable, I am surrounding you with my shield. Let your heart receive this truth: you are not defined by the opinions of others, nor by the circumstances that have tried to break you. You are defined by my love, my calling, and my promise. Speak this aloud: I am chosen, I am protected, I am not alone. Let these words settle into your spirit, for they are the foundation upon which I am building your next season. The pain of isolation is giving way to the comfort of my presence. The fear of abandonment is being replaced by the assurance of my faithfulness. Today, I am shifting you from isolation to divine protection. I am placing a hedge around you that no force of darkness can penetrate. I am sending you reminders of my nearness, unexpected encouragement, a timely word, a gentle nudge in your spirit. Watch for these signs, for they are my way of saying, I am with you, and I will never leave you. Hold this close until it is confirmed in your heart, and know that you are moving into a season where my protection will be undeniable. Stay connected to me, for I am not finished revealing the depth of my care for you. The next step will show you just how powerfully I defend those I call my own. You have just received the assurance that you are chosen and fiercely protected, even in the moments when you have felt most alone. Now, God says, my child, it is time to see what has truly been happening behind the scenes. There have been hidden forces at work, forces that have tried to close your case before my verdict could be spoken. You have felt the weight of confusion, the sting of delay, and the frustration of doors that seemed to slam shut just as you reached for them. But I want you to know, these strange setbacks and repeated disappointments are not random. They are not a reflection of your worth, nor are they a sign that I have turned away from you. Instead, they are evidence of a spiritual conflict that has been raging over your destiny. You may have noticed patterns that defy explanation, opportunities that vanish without warning, relationships that fracture without cause, resources that seem to slip through your fingers no matter how hard you try to hold on. Perhaps you have wondered why, despite your prayers and your faithfulness, breakthrough has felt just out of reach. My beloved, the confusion you have felt is not your fault. The delays you have experienced are not punishments. There are forces that have sought to keep you in a cycle of uncertainty, to cloud your vision so that you would question my promises and doubt your own value. I see how the enemy has tried to sow seeds of discouragement in your heart, whispering lies that you are forgotten, that your efforts are wasted, that your prayers are unheard. But I am the God who sees all, who knows the end from the beginning, and I am exposing the schemes that have been working in the shadows. The resistance you have faced is not a sign of my absence, but a sign of the significance of your calling. The greater the destiny, the fiercer the opposition. The enemy does not waste his energy on those who are not a threat to his plans. You, my child, are a threat to darkness because you carry my light. Every time you have felt confusion swirl around you, every time you have questioned why things are not moving forward, I have been right there, holding you steady. I have allowed certain delays not to punish you, but to protect you from traps you could not see. I have permitted certain doors to close because what was behind them was not my best for you. The disappointments you have endured have not been wasted. They have been the training ground for your discernment, the refining fire for your faith. I have been teaching you to trust me, even when you cannot trace me. Now, I am bringing you from confusion to clarity. I am shining my light on every hidden plot, every secret resistance, every unseen barrier that has tried to keep you from your promise. You will begin to notice a shift in the atmosphere, a lifting of the fog, a sudden sense of understanding where there was only uncertainty before. I am giving you eyes to see beyond the surface, to recognize the spiritual dynamics at play. You will discern the difference between a closed door that is my protection and a closed door that is the enemy's interference. I am sharpening your spiritual senses so that you will no longer be tossed by every wave of confusion. Speak this aloud: I receive clarity. I reject confusion. Let these words break the power of every lie that has tried to settle in your mind. My child, you are not at the mercy of unseen forces. You are under my authority, and I am fighting for you. The setbacks you have faced are about to become setups for your advancement. The delays are turning into divine appointments. The disappointments are making way for my appointments. Hold this truth close: what has been hidden is being revealed. What has been delayed is being released. I am removing the veil so you can see the path I have prepared for you. Stay close to me, for I am guiding you step by step, and the clarity you have longed for is coming swiftly. As you move forward, you will recognize the difference between the enemy's confusion and my direction. You will walk in confidence, knowing that I am with you, and that no force can close the case I have chosen to reopen. Prepare your heart, for the next revelation will show you how I am not only exposing the conflict but issuing a divine counterorder on your behalf. The time of confusion is ending, and the season of clarity is dawning. Remain expectant, for I am about to speak a word that will shift everything in your favor. You have just seen the hidden conflict for what it truly is, an attempt to cloud your vision and delay your destiny. Now, hear my decree, for I am the God who speaks and it is done. My child, where others have tried to remove you, I am elevating you. Where the world has stamped your case as closed, I am opening it in my court, and my verdict is final. The voices that declared your time was over, the hands that tried to push you aside, the systems that seemed stacked against you, none of these have the authority to overrule my purpose for your life. I am the judge who sits above every earthly court, and I am issuing a divine counterorder on your behalf. This is the moment where the story shifts. The season of injustice is coming to an end, and the season of justice is breaking forth. You have endured the pain of being overlooked, the sting of being misunderstood, the ache of being set aside. But I say to you now, expect reversal. Expect restoration. Expect promotion. What was meant for your removal will become the very platform for your elevation. I am turning the tables in your favor, and what was once a source of shame will become a testimony of my faithfulness. My beloved, I have seen every injustice, every unfair word, every closed door. I have watched as you remained faithful, even when it seemed like your efforts were in vain. I have counted every sacrifice, every act of kindness, every moment you chose integrity over compromise. None of it has been wasted. I am the God who restores what was lost, who repays what was stolen, who vindicates those who trust in me. The world may have tried to write the final chapter of your story, but I am the author and finisher of your faith, and I am writing a new ending, one marked by victory, not defeat. Let your heart receive this: the verdict of man is not the verdict of God. Where you have been demoted, I am promoting you. Where you have been silenced, I am giving you a new voice. Where you have been pushed out, I am bringing you in. The enemy's plan was to remove you from your place of influence, but my plan is to establish you even more firmly. I am setting a table before you in the presence of those who doubted you, and I am anointing your head with oil. Your cup will overflow with my goodness. Speak this aloud: I receive reversal, restoration, and promotion. Let these words become the declaration that breaks the power of every negative decree spoken over your life. My child, you are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are under the covering of my promise. The injustice you have suffered is being answered by my justice. The losses you have endured are being answered by my abundance. The silence you have kept is being answered by my proclamation over you. Hold this promise close: your case is not closed in my court. I am reopening what others have tried to seal. I am breathing new life into dreams that seemed dead. I am calling forth opportunities that were buried. I am restoring relationships that were broken. I am releasing resources that were withheld. This is not just a season of recovery, it is a season of elevation. You will rise above what tried to hold you down. You will walk in rooms you were once denied. You will receive honor where you once received rejection. Stay connected to me, for I am guiding you step by step into this new chapter. Do not be afraid of the changes that are coming, for they are the evidence of my hand at work. The world may not understand how quickly things can turn, but you will know it is me. Watch as I turn removal into elevation, injustice into justice, and silence into celebration. The next sign will confirm that my word is true, and you will see with your own eyes the fulfillment of my promise. Remain expectant, for the time of reversal is now. You have just received my decree of reversal, restoration, and promotion. Now, my child, I want you to know that I am not a God of confusion, but of order and precision. I do not leave you wandering in uncertainty, nor do I speak promises without giving you signs to confirm my word. God says, within the next 72 hours, you will see clear markers that I am moving on your behalf. These are not random events, but designed confirmations, evidence that you are shifting from uncertainty to divine design. Watch closely, for I am sending you 4 signs to anchor your faith and guide your steps. The first sign: a name will reappear. It may come through a conversation, a message, or even a memory that stirs unexpectedly. This name is not a coincidence. It is a signal that I am reconnecting what was once lost or overlooked. The second sign: you will receive an unexpected message. It may arrive as a text, a call, an email, or a word spoken by someone you did not anticipate. This message will carry a sense of hope, clarity, or opportunity. Pay attention, for it is my way of opening a new door. The third sign: you will have a dream with a key. Whether you see an actual key or something that unlocks understanding, this dream will bring revelation. It will answer a question that has lingered in your heart, or it will show you the next step to take. Do not dismiss it as just another dream. Write it down, for it is a piece of my guidance. The fourth sign: you will experience a sudden peace. In the midst of your daily routine, a calm will settle over you, a peace that surpasses understanding. This is my spirit reassuring you that I am in control, even when circumstances seem uncertain. Speak this aloud: I am watching for God's signs. I trust His timing. Let this affirmation open your heart to receive what I am sending. My beloved, these signs are not meant to create anxiety or pressure, but to assure you that I am intimately involved in every detail of your journey. Each marker is a thread in the tapestry I am weaving, moving you from the confusion of the past into the clarity of my design. As you notice these signs, hold them close until they are confirmed. Do not rush to share them with everyone. Let them settle in your spirit as sacred reminders of my faithfulness. I am guiding you step by step, and these confirmations will strengthen your confidence in my leading. Stay attentive, for the next section will invite you to participate even more deeply in this unfolding promise, declaring your faith and anchoring your heart in my word. You have just learned to watch for my signs, those sacred confirmations that I am moving in your life with purpose and precision. Now, my child, I invite you to step into this moment with your whole heart. God says, this is not a time to remain silent or passive. This is a sacred moment for you to move from fear speech to faith declaration, to participate in what I am doing by aligning your words with my promise. The power of life and death is in the tongue, and as you speak, you partner with my spirit to bring forth what I have decreed over you. Right now, wherever you are, I ask you to speak these words aloud. I receive my reversal. I am not forgotten. Let these words rise from your spirit, not as empty repetition, but as a declaration of trust in me. When you speak, you break the agreement with fear and step into agreement with faith. You silence the voices that have tried to convince you that your story is over, and you open the door for my restoration to enter. This is your moment to shift the atmosphere around you, to let your faith be heard in the courts of heaven and in the world around you. As you declare these words, I invite you to anchor your faith in a simple act of participation. Comment, I receive peace, as a sign that you are not just hearing this word, but receiving it into your life. This is more than a gesture. It is a way of planting a seed of faith, a public act that says, I am standing on God's promise, and I am expecting His peace to fill every place where fear once lived. Your participation is a testimony to others who are watching, a ripple of hope that can encourage someone else to believe for their own breakthrough. My beloved, do not underestimate the power of your voice. When you move from fear speech to faith declaration, you align yourself with my will and invite my presence to work in your situation. Every time you say, I receive my reversal, you are reminding your soul that I am the God who turns things around. Every time you say, I am not forgotten, you are declaring that my eyes are on you, that my hand is guiding you, and that my love is unshakable. Let this be your sacred participation. Speak, comment, and believe. Hold this moment close until it is confirmed in your spirit. As you do, you will sense a shift, a lifting of heaviness, a new confidence rising within you. This is the beginning of your active partnership with me, a step that moves you from waiting to receiving, from hoping to possessing. Stay with me, for the next step will show you how to align your actions with your faith, bringing heaven's promise into your everyday life. You have just spoken words of faith, declaring your reversal and your place in my heart. Now, my child, I call you to move beyond declaration into demonstration. God says, faith without works is incomplete. This is your moment to pair your spirit with your steps, to move from reaction to aligned action. I am not asking you to strive or to prove yourself, but to participate in the unfolding of my promise by taking simple, intentional steps that reflect your trust in me. First, I invite you to reach out to a trusted ally. There is someone in your life who carries wisdom, encouragement, or support, someone I have placed on your path for such a time as this. Do not isolate yourself in this season. Send a message, make a call, or share your heart with this person. As you do, you will find that my guidance often comes through the voices of those I have appointed to walk with you. This act of connection is not a sign of weakness, but of strength and humility. It is a step from silent struggle into shared strength, from carrying burdens alone to allowing my love to flow through community. Next, I ask you to clear a space in your home. This is more than tidying up, it is a prophetic act. As you make room in your physical environment, you are making room in your spirit for what I am about to do. Remove what no longer serves you, let go of what reminds you of past disappointments, and create a place of peace and expectation. This simple act is a declaration that you are ready for new things, that you are preparing for my blessing to dwell with you. As you clear space, invite my presence to fill every corner, and watch as the atmosphere shifts from heaviness to hope. Write down your vision. Take a moment to put pen to paper and record what you are believing me for in this season. Be specific, be bold, and do not limit your dreams to what seems possible in your own strength. As you write, you are partnering with me to bring clarity and focus to your faith. This is not just a list of wishes, but a blueprint for the future I am building with you. Keep this vision before you, and revisit it often, for I am faithful to complete what I have begun. Finally, sow a small act of kindness. Look for an opportunity to bless someone else, even in a simple way. It may be a word of encouragement, a helping hand, or a gift given in secret. As you sow, you are aligning yourself with my heart, moving from self-focus to generosity. Every seed you plant in love will return to you multiplied, for I am the God who sees and rewards every act done in my name. Speak this aloud, I align my actions with my faith. Let this be your daily rhythm, spirit and step together, faith and works in harmony. My child, do not underestimate the power of these simple actions. Each one is a doorway for my promise to enter your reality. As you move from reaction to aligned action, you will see doors open, relationships restored, and provision released. Hold this close until it is confirmed, and stay connected to me, for the next step will teach you how to guard what I am giving you, protecting your peace and discerning my voice above all others. You have just learned how to align your actions with your faith, stepping boldly into the new season I am preparing for you. Now, my child, I want to teach you the wisdom of boundaries, the strength of protection, and the gift of discernment. God says, not everyone can go with you where I am leading. There are places in your journey that require solitude, seasons where your circle must become smaller so your spirit can grow stronger. This is not rejection, but refinement. I am calling you to move from people-pleasing to guarded peace, to learn the sacred art of knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. There are those who may not understand the depth of what I am doing in your life. Some will question your choices, others may even try to discourage you from following my voice. My beloved, you do not owe everyone an explanation for the work I am doing in your heart. Hold this word close until it is confirmed. Let it settle in your spirit before you share it with others. There is wisdom in waiting, in allowing my promise to take root before exposing it to the opinions of those who may not see what I see in you. Discernment is your shield in this season. I am sharpening your ability to sense who is for you and who is not, who can be trusted with your dreams and who cannot. Listen for my prompting before you open your heart. I will show you when to speak and when to remain silent, when to invite others in and when to walk quietly with me alone. This is not about building walls, but about cultivating healthy boundaries that protect the peace I am giving you. You are not called to carry the weight of others' expectations. You are called to walk in the freedom of my approval. Speak this aloud: I choose guarded peace over people-pleasing. Let these words become your anchor as you navigate relationships and decisions. My child, your value is not determined by how many people understand you, but by how closely you follow my leading. I am your defender, your protector, and your guide. Trust that I will bring the right people into your life at the right time, and I will remove those who cannot walk with you into your next season. As you hold this word close, remember that silence can be a sanctuary. There is power in waiting for confirmation, in letting my promise mature in the secret place. Stay connected to me, and I will give you the discernment you need to protect what I am birthing in you. The next step will reveal the restoration I have prepared, and you will see how guarding your peace opens the way for my abundance to flow. You have just learned the wisdom of boundaries and the strength of discernment, guarding your peace as I lead you forward. Now, my child, I invite you to lift your eyes and see the vision I am painting over your life. God says, this is the season of restoration. I am not only repairing what was broken, but I am making all things new. I want you to see yourself as I see you, restored, renewed, and overflowing with every good thing I have promised. Picture peace filling your home like a gentle river, washing away every trace of anxiety and unrest. Where there was once tension and uncertainty, I am establishing a new atmosphere of calm and safety. Let your heart imagine waking each morning with a sense of assurance, knowing that my presence is the foundation beneath your feet. The chaos that once echoed through your days is being replaced by a steady, unshakable peace. This is not a fleeting feeling, but a lasting gift that I am placing within your walls. See clarity returning to your mind. The fog of confusion is lifting, and I am giving you new understanding, new ideas, and new solutions. Where you once felt lost or overwhelmed, I am bringing direction and insight. You will know which steps to take, and you will sense my guidance in every decision. No longer will you be tossed by uncertainty. Instead, you will walk in confidence, assured that I am lighting your path. My wisdom will be your compass, and my voice will be the gentle whisper that leads you forward. Open your hands and see provision flowing into them. I am the God who supplies all your needs, and I am releasing resources that have been held back. Where you have experienced lack, I am bringing abundance. Where you have worried about how to make ends meet, I am opening new streams of blessing. Expect unexpected opportunities, favor in places you did not anticipate, and solutions that come just in time. I am moving you from scarcity to overflow, from barely enough to more than enough. Trust that I am your provider, and let gratitude fill your heart as you receive what I am pouring out. Look at your relationships through my eyes. I am restoring love where there has been distance, healing where there has been hurt, and unity where there has been division. I am softening hearts, opening lines of communication, and bringing reconciliation. For those who have felt alone, I am sending new connections, people who will support, encourage, and walk with you. For those who have longed for deeper intimacy, I am deepening bonds and renewing trust. My love is the glue that holds every relationship together, and I am weaving a tapestry of connection that cannot be broken. Speak this aloud: I receive restoration in every area of my life. Let these words become your posture of receiving, a declaration that you are ready for all I have prepared. My child, do not let past disappointments close your heart to what I am doing now. The doors that were once closed are opening before you. The gates that were locked are swinging wide. I am making a way where there seemed to be no way, and I am inviting you to step boldly into the new season I have designed for you. Hold this vision close and let it shape your expectations. See yourself living in the overflow of my goodness, walking through open gates into places of promise. Let hope rise within you, for I am faithful to complete what I have begun. Stay connected to me, and keep your heart open, for the next step will show you how to walk in readiness, prepared for every new instruction I will give. The restoration I am bringing is not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. Receive it now, and watch as I fulfill every word I have spoken over you. You have just glimpsed the vision of restoration and overflow that I am bringing into your life. Now, my child, I urge you to remain in a posture of readiness. God says, there is one more instruction coming, something specific that will unlock the next level of your breakthrough. Do not rush ahead or let impatience steal your peace. Instead, move from anxious striving to prepared readiness, for what I am about to reveal will require your full attention and open heart. I invite you to save this message as a reminder of my promise and my timing. Let it be a touchstone you return to whenever doubt or distraction tries to creep in. Comment "I am ready" as a declaration of your faith and your willingness to receive what comes next. This simple act is not just for you, but for others who need to see that hope is alive and that expectation is a seed for miracles. Stay connected to me, for your breakthrough is closer than you think. The next step will come at the right moment, and you will know it is from me by the peace that settles in your spirit. Hold this word close until it is confirmed, and prepare your heart for the instruction that will carry you into the fullness of what I have promised. Remain watchful, for I am not finished. Your story is still unfolding, and the best is yet to come.